Hello world, and welcome, oh shit. Huh. Great way to start. Alright, whatever, fuck it. My name is... what's my username yet? Hey listen boom, right, yeah, sorry. Welcome to my Let's Play, my first official Let's Play, of, well, in general, but it's of, as you can see, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Call myself Boom. Let's get started then. I'm not gonna read the text. Except I probably will eventually at some point in the LP. Long have I served as the guardian spirit I am known as the Deku Tree. Yeah. Like just now. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. That's mean. It's racist. Actually, yeah, it is kind of racist. What, fairies don't like actual Highlanders? Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry about that. Gonna try to avoid that sort of thing. You know, if you never played this game, I'm hoping maybe, you know, this be a good progression of the story for you. What the fuck? Whiteout. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Sorry. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before the tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest. May the world depends upon thee. So, what do we got so far? We got a talking tree, we got a fairy, okay, apparently her name's Navi, got some, textures that my computer is reluctant to show that are kind of vital to the game, but we'll work on that, Got, some kid doing weird things to a rock, you know. But, you know, who didn't at his age, you know? It's a stupid joke. And here we go, one more time. I think it's got the flow. Sorry. And now she's gonna start talking, right? Yep. Hello, Boom. Wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Boom, get up! Hey, come on! Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? God, why'd you have to wake me, bitch? Oh, they make light bulbs with wings now. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. Partner? Well, I don't know if I'm really into that sort of thing or ready for a relation. Oh, stupid joke. Yes, it's a bit shaky for my first Let's Play, but you know, we're working on it. At least I picked a game I'm at least somewhat familiar with, you know. It's not like I'm starting with a blind run. Although that would be a good idea. That would be kind of cool to do eventually, just not to start out, you know. So, got this green-haired chick. I don't usually talk to her anymore, but let's talk to her anyway. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Boom! Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Boom. Is that right? Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Boom. Every time I see that name now, I keep wanting to call him Bam Bam. What's the boy kid from Flintstones. Alright, so where are we looking? So we have to go see the Great Deku Tree. He's over this way. But what? This guy's in our way. What's going on, dude? Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. Oh, the irony. Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. Lordy, lord, lord. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Oh, that's where the long what was. Okay, I forgot. Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield ready? I wonder if those are important. They seem to be highlighted. What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but... Hypocrite. If you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh. Okay, so apparently we're looking to get a sword and a shield. And, oh, what's this? Gotta press C up to listen to Nabi. Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Yeah, periodically this bitch will remind us, tell us or remind us of where we need to go, what we need to do next. Little hints here that really aren't that useful, especially if you know what you're doing. But you know, there are more annoying, quote-unquote, helpful characters, so what's this we got here? Whole of Z. Let's go through this. Oh, okay, it just tells you how to do it. I'm not going to go much into controls. Yeah, I guess there will be some walkthrough elements of this LP, but you know, mostly just an LP, you know, my experience playing this game for the millionth time in a row. Boom. So, we're going through this maze here, and what's this? A chest? Visit the House of the Know-It-All Brothers to get answers to all you... Oh wow, I totally forgot about that from like the first time I played this game and had trouble figuring shit out. So I went to the Know-It-All Brothers to see if they said anything useful. So, we've got a Kokiri sword. It's a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Never got that. Maybe it's supposed to be like a hidden message to kids, just don't actually... If you have an actual sword, always just fucking know how to use it before you try to use it. Because in reality, it is a dangerous weapon, just not in a video game. Well, there are no dangerous weapons in video games because, well, they're video games. They're not actual weapons, they're models or sprites of the weapons. So, there. I just denounced the entire argument against violent video games. So, sue me, this is some lawyer against Grand Theft Auto, so I don't know. Alright. So now we are collecting some money. Because you never know when you might need it, you know. For whatever, you know, maybe they might wanna, you know. shield or something, I don't know. Hi, Boom! Look this way! Look over here with Z and talk to me with A! Okay, I don't usually do this. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. Oh god, that's so weird. Teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. A fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance like we're doing now! Video games, they're the one art form where you usually kind of have to break the fourth wall. Usually when it's like a TV show, they just do it. Not... they can avoid it, you know, but whatever. Alright, so we want to buy this shield. It's the Deku shield. And... press... oh, well, not... details, minute details, figure it out for yourself. No. Okay, I guess one thing I was waiting for it to say was that if you get lit on fire, this thing will burn. Unfortunately, it's kinda the best shield you can get at this point. Even after you get a better shield, it's hard to explain without spoiling a pretty important aspect of the game that you probably already know about. But, well, let's just keep this as a progressing story for now, shall we? If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Great Deku Tree. Shit. You have a Deku. Well, technically in the manga, it was carved out of a piece of the Deku Tree. Sword. Good grief. Well, ma'am, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? Oh, I skipped over a bunch of text. Fuck. He's not really an important character to the plot of the game, so... next we're going this way. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably point out that when I am playing a Zelda game, if you're not familiar with the Zelda franchise, I'll just fill you in. They do levels based on dungeons. And, well, there's a certain order to do the dungeons in, and you can go in and out of them progressively. Like, there's one coming up right now, but, I mean, I do them in order, and I finish them in order, but, you know, I do some of them at the same time. You'll see when I get to it. I have a way of going about this. There's a lot of upgrades to go for and shit, like, in between. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Boom. Welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land that causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Listen, my breath. Verily thou hast felt it. Boom. The time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Translation, do you want to keep progressing in the game and not go through text? Whatever. I'm going. Yes. Then enter, brave Boom, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Boom. And Boom, when Navi speaks, you see up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Yeah. Okay. So, as you see, we got an item here. We can equip it to these buttons, you know. Different buttons you can equip these to, depending on which Zelda game, you know. Most of y'all know the gist. So here is the first dungeon, or level 1, or temple, or whatever you want to call it. It's one of the more easy ones. It's called Inside the Dagger Tree. What? Oh. So here... enemy? Just swinging the sword at him, fighting away. What's this? Deku Nut. Probably the... well, in my honest opinion, I don't know who agrees with me and who doesn't, the absolute most useless item in the entire fucking game. Like, except maybe a couple that you... yeah, no. Even some of the least useful items in the game are more useful than this piece of shit. Like, at least they do stuff. Look at this wall! The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Boom. Okay, yeah, maybe I can climb it. Let's try to climb the wall. Oh, whoa, shit! What the hell is that? Oh, it's a Skulltula. Be careful not to touch it. Yeah, or get seen by it, in which case it'll charge after you. So let's look in this chest here. Maybe there's something that we could fight against it. I'm gonna find out. Found the dungeon map. Okay. So, yeah, every dungeon has a map, and, give or take 2 other general things, 2 or 3, I forget, but, oh right, you don't have to equip the map, I forgot. Excuse me. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Definitely an improvement from Super Mario 64, in which case, if you even just fucking stood close to a door, you'd go right through it. Imagine if that was the mechanic in this game. It'd suck. Ow, ow, forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the joystick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. Can't guarantee it'll work though, if the cliff is really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Those guys are weird. Yeah, that was a Deku Scrub. One of the... oh, what the... oh no, how are we gonna get back up? Don't worry, there's a way to get back up. But let's just keep walking around the Christmas tree at a Christmas party. Something or something. Oh, right. What was I saying? Yeah, I used to think Deku Scrubs were those, you know the Octoroks? This is an Insider Zelda thing. Oh yeah, we got a slingshot. The Octoroks at the beginning of the first Zelda, I originally thought were Deku Scrubs, and I could go into a whole story about that, but I don't know. It's there's a lot to that story. So we've finally got our first item, well, weapon item, aside from the usual sword and shield. Shield's not really a weapon, but that's irrelevant. Yeah, see, I told you we could get back. So now, remember what I said about how I don't really do these dungeons straight through? I mean, I do them in order, but I'll, like, leave every now and then to get upgrades. Well, there's one of those said upgrades that we can get already. Ah, shit. What? It was right after that guy told me. You know, well, anyway. What we need to do is head out this way, and I might just edit some of the grinding out, because I do need to collect money for one of them. There are 2 upgrades we're going to get. We're going to go get them in a place known as the Lost Woods. And you'll see in a minute what they're like. It's what it's. Well, let's see what we got here. We need to do some catching. Shit, how long was I gonna make this episode? I honestly forget. Well, you know what? This is probably a good time to stop then. So I don't know how long this has been, but thank you so much for being patient if you stuck through the rest of this video from that shaky beginning and shaky going on. Okay, so this has been Hey, Listen, Boom. And I've been your host for episode 1 of my Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Rate and subscribe if you want to. I won't make you. But, yeah, that's the gist of it. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Wait, what?